back. This is a lot. Honestly, okay, so obviously today was the trailer for Dizzy. It's been announced for maybe like a little more than a week now that we knew that we were going to get to see her gameplay. Honestly, the gameplay looked great. I will just say she looks very interesting. I believe she's a 3-star character, so if you don't know, I believe that's the same difficulty as like Johnny. For reference, Zato is a 1-star. Happy Chaos, I believe, is a 1-star. 2-star. I believe A.B.A is like a 2 or 3-star. But yeah, the point is, she's labeled as a unique character. She looks great. I won't be talking about her in this video though. This is more focused on the, as you see the video title on the screen, the battle balance update, the adjustments. We were not expecting this. They actually showed some changes to all the characters. Obviously, we're going to be getting the patch notes pretty soon here, but no, I just wanted to, I think there's some things that could be a little misunderstood, and obviously I don't have the exact answers because obviously I don't have the notes, nor have I seen the notes, but for anyone out there that's confused on some things and the impact of some of the things being shown, I wanted to help spread a little light. So I'm gonna play the video and I'm gonna stop after each character and kind of explain what as far as I see, and yeah, just let me know in the comments if your thoughts on some of the moves. Maybe if you play the character, what you think of the change that they showed. Obviously, we'll get the full notes in a little bit. Obviously, the 31st is pretty close, and we should be getting them a couple days before that even. So, yeah, until that video, then yeah. But yeah, no, let's jump into the first one. I believe the first one character is Kai. Also, this song, by the way, is amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that change, so basically all that change was showing. So right as it is right now, sorry, Kai, that combo is currently locked behind Dragon Install. So there we go. Okay, so this combo works, but the issue with that combo, so it only works in the corner. So if you try to do that combo midstream, yeah, there we go. That's what it looks like if you do the combo mid-screen. So you don't get that combo mid-screen. But if you go into DI, so if I go gauge and set the opponent, or set me to have 1, then it will, oh, wait, sorry. No, okay, too. Okay, so here's what it would look like if you go into DI. So you would do... Right? So you can get the pickup off DP in DI anywhere on the screen, regardless of shock state or not. So basically what they were doing is, with that change, they're making it so Kai is less... So, okay, one of the issues with Kai that Kai players complain about is that all of the cool routes and options he has is locked behind Dragon Install. So this is basically just giving him some more combo freedom, something he already has in Dragon Install, but now carrying it over to his regular kit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Looks cool. Looks like if you get this knockdown, and you get a hit, then you'll be able to go into that combo, which will be nice. Anywhere on the screen. So yeah, I'm interested to see how the Kai players like that one. And again, in the comment section, if you play the character, any of the characters, obviously all 28 of them, I believe that's the number, then let me know your thoughts on the change that they showed. Maybe you're a little disappointed, maybe you're beyond the moon. So yeah, that's Kai. Next, let's jump back to the video. Okay, so what did he do? So basically, as it is right now, you can't special cancel into Volcanic Viper. I believe that's the move's name. Or is it Vortex? Forgive me, I'm bad with names. but the sliding full screen low. You can't special cancel into it. So, for example, one of the few instances you would see that this move was being used is like off counter hit 6H. If you got this on counter hit, Soul players would do this into that, right? So with that, basically what they're doing is they're making it so you can now go into it, so that it look like that. And also in the clip, you also saw Fafnir looked. Wait, is that not? I could be going crazy, but Fafnir looked. It didn't go as far, and it looked like it went way faster. I'm gonna guess that maybe there's another edition of Fafnir that is like maybe not plus on block, but maybe a strict combo tool now, because I believe it did wall bounce the clip. I'm gonna guess that it doesn't go as far. It's maybe not plus on block, maybe it doesn't guard crush, but it is a better combo tool now. And I think this was, yeah, just to help his combo routing. I believe also in the clip, for those who haven't been looking at Twitter and whatnot, apparently by the frame count, Soul 5K has been reduced to 5 frames instead of 3, which is, if true, that is amazing. Yeah, that would be great. But yeah, I'm thinking that's maybe another addition to Fafnir. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. But and the last thing would be the heavy mob. So what even is the input for that? So basically, this move. So this is actually a. Correct me if. Okay, I don't think I'm wrong. But I believe this is actually a revert. I believe in either the beta or at the very start of the game, this was actually a hit grab. So this super has been memed because as it is now, this super is a command grab, meaning there's no combo in the game that this command grab can actually like chain into. But now, obviously, as you see in the video, it is now a hit grab instead of a command grab, which gives it some use. It's a high damaging super. It's yeah, it doesn't break the wall or anything, but it's a kind of a cash out, like max damage super. Obviously the situation is worse than if you were gonna break the wall, but if you can get that kill, then I'm sure that you'll see this super more used. So I like that they're trying to you know, make everything like actually useful now. One of the things I thought, funny enough, for Soul's new move when he gets it was could be a super due to this one being useless. But it seems like that my theory was wrong because obviously, as you saw in the clip, they just buffed it. So I'm interested to see Soul players use this if it actually will be used like that. I think it's a very cool super. So yeah, that's basically it for the Soul changes. In the clip, so basically what happened, so as it is now, kind of a quality of life buff for Mei, but 5H as it is now, on counter hit, you don't get launched. But in the clip, you see them, obviously, they get popped up, so on counter hit, Mei's gonna get a better combo for landing this hit on counter hit, which is very cringe. I don't like this button at all. It's a very broken button. So yeah, this now gives a better combo, and as you see, the Mei hop, so this now goes way further, like way further, which is funny. But yeah, those are the only changes that I see for Mei. I'm not sure what this will mean. Again, we can only assume that some characters will get nerfs, because again, we don't have the notes. I'm gonna guess that this is gonna be her quality of life for the upcoming nerfs she's about to get. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. But yeah, pretty nice. Better combos for this. So yeah, pretty simple. Moving on. I don't even. Okay, so I can't even show you guys this because the new move for Chipp isn't even in the game. But I think I just wanted to say, like, for this little section of the video, tell me that isn't the coolest shit in the world. Like, okay, so I don't even play, I don't play Chipp. When I first played the game, like when I was really bad at the game, I played Chipp for fun, right? But like, I don't main Chipp as I am now. But like, tell me that isn't the coolest move in the game. Like, the things he's able to do, like just how it looks, like it's so creative. It's just, it looks so fun. I really hope that move is like, I hope it's good. I hope that move is good. I want to see players use it. It looks so cool. Yeah, I don't know. Basically, what it does, so it kind of reminds me from Zerd, like a little bit of like Chipp's teleport mix-up. So like when he would like go like above you, or like, you know, he would pause his momentum with FD and like fall straight down. It kind of reminds me of that. It seems like you get on the rope and you kind of control where you want to land. Maybe like a high-low situation. I'm not really sure about, yeah, again, we'll have to see how good the mix-up is, and but it looks like it will be better than, maybe it will be better than what he currently does. I know he has some things he can do on knockdown, but this just looks so cool. And getting it set up with the combo and then the corner kick, it looks really nice. It looks really cool. I really hope this move is good, and I hope it has some play in neutral as well. I don't want to just see him use it for offense. Like, I hope it helps him get around the screen and makes it trickier, and so that looks really cool. Anyways, let's move forward. Oh, the Axl change. So I believe, from what I saw, the 6, or not the 6Ks, or the Rensen, so the bomb follow-up, I believe now it launches higher on hit. So this means that you can do this, and have more time to get this set up. Obviously this is now buffed, and you know, it moves like way farther on the screen. So I think this is just helping Axl's zoning game, which is pretty nice. I believe this will help make him more consistent on, like, just all around. Nice change. I don't believe I missed anything for that. I think it was just that. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. But yeah, that's it. Okay, so the Faust change. So I believe this is another new Faust move, kind of, maybe? So it looks like they gave him another way to hit his items, which is kind of funny, because as it stands now, his 5D is a reflector, right? And I thought at first that was the animation for the move they just showed, but this is a baseball bat, and I believe in the video it's a golf club. So I believe it's the same animation as this right here. Yeah, it's actually the exact same, I believe. So I'm gonna guess they just made it so you can, instead of doing the full scalpel, maybe you instead of doing the full scalpel, I'm gonna guess you could just do the option to do the last hit, which kind of cool. I'm gonna assume that it hits all items, so like maybe all items as in the ones you can actually hit. Maybe yeah, so Afro, banana, anything else? No, you'd eat the donut. Trump, bomb, maybe bombs. Yeah, okay. I don't know. Maybe I guess it's mainly just get Afro on them, because once you get Afro on the opponent, it's just really strong. So I can see that. It's yeah, it's interesting. Another new Faust move slash like new variation of a move. We've been here before. We'll have to see how good this one is, though. It looks interesting because, like I said, Afro is really, 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 really strong if you can put it on the opponent. So, yeah, well, I guess we'll have to see. Okay, so for Leo, in the video, so as it stands now, this move it's a very minus move, and with little pushback. So obviously, like, you saw the pushback in the video, which is huge. Like, okay, I don't even believe the opponent was FDing, so it's crazy to think how much it pushed back on just regular block, which is insane. So going into this, and then in the video, he does BTS, but it's like a dash momentum BTS, which is, I don't even, yeah, that's weird. I don't really know how to feel about that. So BTS dat with momentum, yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, no, this having so much pushback, like on regular block, he was like here, which is what? Like, funny. We'll have to see how much it actually like. We'll have to see the move in action with the badge, but yeah, no, it looks cool. Anyway, moving forward. This Elphelt change. But basically, the command grab now, it seems like the little animation where she pushes you. So this animation right here now instantly breaks the wall. Or not okay, maybe not instantly. We'll have to see. I don't believe it's like Pile Bunker where it would just instantly wall splat or break the wall, for example. But I don't believe that the little push, we'll have to see how much wall damage it actually does, but it looks like it's towards the end of the combo. They did the command grab, and then this push broke the wall and applied, and kind of super property, because I mean it is a super. So it gave hard knockdown when going to the next stage, and then Elphelt came down and did this little bomb move and did a cross up by the time the bomb exploded. So I'm gonna guess like you could do this and then like it'll explode in time, or maybe like run up 5D and get some 5D mix going on in there, stuff like that. So very cool. I'm not sure how, maybe people actually start using the super more. Yeah, no, that it looks kind of scary, so we'll have to see. The Asuka change. So this one is interesting because I don't know how to feel about it. It looks good, right? But so here's the issue. So the mana drain is huge. So obviously the Asuka change, if you didn't know or you didn't see it or weren't paying close enough attention, basically when he goes into this super now, he can change the test case that he's in. So for example, if I'm in 1, I can go from 1 to 2 to 3, or 1 to 3 to 2. It doesn't matter. I can go to any test case from any test case that I'm already in. So it doesn't matter. You can basically, all 3 of them, you can pick and choose your cards, which is really cool. The mana drain though for switching test cases, this is it currently. So when you do this super, the bar goes down passively, as you see, and then it goes down faster the more cards you switch, right? So basically, this now gives him some cool uses for it. So one, a lot of the test case, you don't use a lot of test case 2, right? It's not as powerful as test case 3. There's no reason not to play test case 3. I know Komekome is in Japan shaking things up with test case 2, but I guess besides him, it's just so practical to use test case 3 that you don't ever really look at test case 2. So now, if you're in test case 3, and let's say you are doing a corner, okay, so let's say you're doing something in the corner. So, for example, let me just get some cards. So, for example, if I do... So in this situation, I could go like for test case 2, and I'd get like some of like the overhead cards and whatnot, right? So you'd get like the yeah, so okay, I would go to test case 2, you know, you would look for like the overhead, right? So now you have cards that can like do mix-ups, right? But you're still in test case 3, so you're not suffering the consequence of getting the test case 2 cards and then being in test case 2, because obviously the cards are not as good. So you can get cards like this and then stay in test case 3, so your next roll is a card from test case 3, which is obviously better than 2, right? So you would essentially, so yeah, it gives, I think one of the main complaints about Asuka were like from the players that fought Asuka, like, oh, I wish he had to go into other test cases besides 3 to give, you know, well, I think that this is giving that statement, like, I think that this is kind of it. They want you to now use the other test cases to go and get cards from there, depending on the situation. Obviously, if I'm full screen, right? So if I'm over here, and let's say I have like this, right? So, right, I'm zoning. Let's say I go to 3, I go to test case 1, right? And I go to like this, right? So now I'm here. Right, you do this, and now you're just... Right? For example, right? So, now, I guess you can kind of, depend on the situation, if you're up close, maybe you can go to test case 2 and get, like, the more mix-up stuff to hit them, right? Or if you're... Even though test case 3 already has some pretty messed up mix-ups, right? If you want like the overhead cards and like the low cards and the low gravity staff to do some cool little mix-ups, right? Cool, you do that. If you're back and you know you're back here, you want to go test case 1, get the speed staff, help your zoning, right? You do that. So yeah, I guess it just depends on the situation. Although the mana does drain kind of fast, which is a little scary, but it's fine. It does drain really fast. But, yeah, it looks interesting overall, so, yeah. Okay, so, Zato, I have a lot to say about this one. It looks weird. It looks weird. Okay, so let me explain. So there's probably some things that you've missed when watching that. So obviously you saw the command grab refill Eddie. Cool. Okay. I swear I'm not like already like trying to downplay, but it's so whatever. He already had that before when he was good, and now that he has it, like out of all the reverts, like this one, well, sure. All right. But it's cool. I guess it'll make it more consistent. So, like, for example, if you do like this, and then, let me think of like a... So yeah, in situations like this, it will be helpful, because then you can do a mix-up with the command grab and still maintain your... or somewhat maintain your pressure. Obviously, the command grab Oki is pretty bad. So, but if you're right, you can get your turn back. So, you know, or... not back. You are plus, but point is the command grab, it makes some setups actually usable again that you couldn't do before because Eddie would just die and you wouldn't get him back. So this is cool. But the main thing is, okay, so they then go on to let the clip play out, and the Zato ends up doing 2K 2D, and then the opponent, if you can see in the video, the opponent stands up. Okay, so the 2D hit a frame after, I believe it was like a frame or two after the oppose went down and collapsed and made the opponent block. But they blocked the oppose, and they were crouch blocking the whole time. But then when oppose went off, they stand blocked, and then they got hit by the 2D like a frame after. This makes me wonder, and there's been some like questioning about it, is oppose now an overhead? So this would mean that this essentially could be, yeah, I don't know, it's too early to say. Like, people are also saying that Frog could be an overhead because in the clip, they were crouch blocking the whole time, but the moment he did Frog, he stand blocked, and then after he blocked the Frog, he returned to crouch, which is funny. I don't think Frog is an overhead. I don't see that ever happening. The opposed one is a maybe, though. I don't know. It would be interesting if it is. That would be really funny. I'm not sure how... I don't even want to think about the strength of it yet, but if it is true, if Frog is an overhead, that would be... bro. Yeah, I can't see it. But the opposed one is a maybe. We'll have to see. There's no... Or maybe the dude is just, like, trolling. Who knows? But the command grab alone, sure, it's whatever, it's nice, but it's nothing crazy compared to some of the changes that some of these characters got. In just this video, again, we don't have the notes, so we'll have to see everything. Maybe this isn't, maybe the command grab is a nothing change compared to what Zato's actually getting, right? So we'll have to wait, but yeah. The Happy Chaos change. So this one's weird, because I actually don't think it's anything crazy. Basically, what it was, so, okay, let me see if I can try to replicate it right quick. Yeah, there we go. So, this is basically a fuzzy, yeah, this is a fuzzy. It's been in the game for quite a minute now. But the thing, okay, so I can't seem to get it again, which is the funny part. But so basically the Happy Chaos change, the clip in the video was his J2K now like ground bounces, like it now launches you up. The scaling looked pretty rough. So what I mean by that is it looked like the Nago was about to fall at the combo. It looked like this, like the gravity was definitely, like the combo definitely was reaching an end. So I don't know if this is exactly how I feel about it. I don't think it's a nerf or anything. Maybe it is, I don't know. But once you land this, it doesn't seem like you could just do like this into, yeah, I can't do it anymore. But from what it looks like, it now seems that you can't just get like the hit, so this hit, and do this. It seems like now you have to commit to the combo. Again, I don't know. We'll have to see how strong it is once we get our hands on it. The Testament change is funny, because I will say this. Testament players and Potemkin players, these fellas, I have to give it up to you guys. You guys have actually gaslit everyone into thinking your character was like garbage trash, and then like I see this shit on my screen. This is disgusting. I will okay, I don't think, okay, it's good. Let me not use the word disgusting, because it's probably not like broken or anything, but like, dude, this change is huge. I could be wrong. I personally think it looks really strong. I was in a call earlier with some people, and some people didn't think it looked good because since the combo looked pretty scaled. To be fair, the combo, if you're complaining about the damage, you have to realize the combo was on low health Potemkin who has 4 guts. I believe 4, yeah. 4 or like 3 guts. So the guts were kicking in. Yeah, like, no, like, it was, come on. No one is really killing there. It's off a throw. So, I mean, the damage is going to look like that. It's going to be, like, the damage is going to look trash. But I assure you, it's just because it's pot and it was first guts. First, like, if I were to get that combo now, like, it would probably, like, first, like, I don't know, maybe Zato, who doesn't have guts, or maybe just before the guts kick in, it would do definitely a lot more than what you saw in the clip. So I think that this change could be pretty huge. I think it looks good. I think it looks crazy, but again, I could be wrong. Maybe just taking the Oki instead. So like, for example, like this into like this, and then throw. Maybe this is better. Maybe people prefer this. I don't know. I would have to ask a Testament friend. But yeah, overall, I think it looks good. Okay, so the Baiken clip. This change is weird because, okay, obviously it looks broken. Like parry into guard crush, like strike throw, whatever, like little. It looks crazy, but I don't think that's exactly it. So I can't tell. So they obviously show. Okay, let me start from the top because they did the Kabari. Oh, this way. So they did Kabari, and I'm not sure if you guys saw, but when they did the Kabari, the character got like the the vacuum on the Kabari was insane. Like, they literally got dragged to, like, directly in front of Baiken, like, right here. So, that is thing number one. Thing number two is obviously the parry. So, I don't think it's necessarily... So, it is reworked in a way, but I believe... call me crazy, I don't think that's the parry, like, I don't think that's how parry is actually going to work. I think that parry is only if the opponent is tethered. Then it becomes that. Because if that is the parry regular, like, that would be crazy. Like, that'd be insane. Obviously, you still get the parry animation. Like, if you land the parry, then, like, Baiken slams you down. But this is more like the farther away parry. Like, for example, if Ram does, So, yeah, in this situation right here, I think this will be the animation for it without, obviously, the tether. And then if you have the tether, even without the tether, you'll get that. I think if you have the tether set up, you will get the animation that is shown in the clip and get access to that cursed situation. Again, I could be wrong because we don't know, and the only time we saw that parry was when they were tethered. So I'm going to assume that's the case. I'm going to assume they buff the pull-in on tether, the vacuum, and then they buff the parry in tether as well. Again, that's just my suggestion. I could be wrong. It could literally just be now that is the universe. That's the parry option, even without tether from certain spacings, but we'll have to see. Overall, it looks crazy. I will not lie. It looks crazy. But, yeah, moving on to Ram. Okay, so this Ram change. So, as it is now, okay, so first things first, before I get to the elephant in the room, this flip right here is, this is the mid. I'm gonna guess now in the clip that this move is now an overhead. The next thing is, okay, so I don't think this is necessarily a new move. I think it's a rework, which I guess is the new move, but not really, because I think that this is now gone. I don't think this is a thing anymore. I think this is a thing still, but I think the S version is now different. So obviously, this is the version you always see in our pressure, right? You see this, right? You know, you see this stuff, right? I think this will remain the same. I think, though, that you never see this version, right? You unless it's in combos, which the combos are very cringe because it leads to, like, burst safe stuff, burst safe options. That is very cringe. So my guess is they wanted to give it some use, actually, in pressure instead of just doing this same thing over and over again. So they gave her that. They give her this now, which is now it goes downwards to the ground, it guard crushes, and I believe that this is now an overhead because they got hit. So I'm assuming it's an overhead, which is okay, yeah, sure. So yeah, overhead. This now is reworked. Again, we don't have the notes, so I'm just guessing, right, by what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's basically it for Ram. Looks cool. I'm interested to see how it plays. Maybe it isn't as good as we think. Hope, but it looks cool. I'm glad that they are maybe making her a little less boring, and yeah, it looks cool. The Geo change. So this one isn't anything crazy. So obviously she whiff punished, and then she did this move enhanced. So on counter hit, currently it's soft knockdowns. But if you don't remember, before this move actually used to hard knockdown. It looks like they moved it, so now it's soft knockdowns. But it looks like they brought it back, but only for the enhanced version, which is I guess kind of cool. So yeah, hard knockdown on this. Oops, sorry, on this. So maybe more players will start using it. I'm not sure if they'll switch up the frame data on block and whatnot, but that's what it looks like. And then obviously this remained the same, 5K, 6H, right? So nothing really changed, just that. We'll have to see how big it plays out, but yeah. Goldlewis. I am speechless. I'm not even, like, that was, okay, so one thing about it I will say, which maybe most people didn't realize, is that his security level, the security gauge, was going down as he was doing the special cancels from the Behemoth Typhoons. Besides that, we don't know if the frame data changes at all on block if he special cancels. We don't know anything like that. We don't even, yeah. But all we know is it drains the gauge. We'll have to see. It looks crazy. I will not lie, but it's too early to speak on it. But it looks incredibly cringe. It looks insane. I won't lie. So I'm not even gonna talk about Plot. He's incredibly cringe. Forget this character. But Johnny, okay, so Mistfighter, so it looks like they brought back a legacy thing, so now Mistfighter is able to beat projectiles, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure, we'll have to see how big this plays into his actual game plan. I think Johnny players were fine with Mistfighter not going through beating projectiles, since it already reached so far, and you can kind of just snipe them as they were shooting the projectile. But it looks like now you can just beat it, which is cool. Again, it's a legacy thing, something he had in other games, so yeah, that's cool. Yeah, again, forget Pa, I'm not talking about Potemkin. Moving forward. Jacko. This character looks, okay, so basically she's now doing a dash cancel off her kick move, the minion kick. This is crazy. It looks crazy. We'll have to see how big it actually is compared to the rest of the buffs she will get, or nerfs. I don't really know. Or I guess I don't know how it stacks up with the rest of the changes in this video. But it looks really big. We'll have to see. It basically will just help her in, I guess, pressure situations. I don't really think it will be used for combos, but yeah, I think pressure situations looks huge. It's just one of those things we'll have to wait and see. But it definitely looks, from fighting enough Jackos, I can tell that it will be helpful in situations where maybe more in the mid screen. So yeah, that'll be cool. I know Jacko has some other things she could do mid screen where she won't even have to do that, but maybe this will open up something else. I don't play the character like that, but I'm sure we'll get first news about it when the patch drops, when the Jacko players hit the lab. So yeah. So what they did to Slayer, so they basically just gave, as it is now, this move has a lot of recovery, or maybe not even a lot, but it feels like a lot. So what they did is they basically made it so less recovery. So for example, you're now able to action out of this faster, and then you can go into, you can now go into command grab. So there you go. Or just other things, I guess. Doesn't have to be command grab, but yeah, looks cool. Kind of still looks like it will be pretty niche. I don't think we'll see it too often, but I mean, it's definitely, I guess it's kind of cool. I guess not really, but it's whatever. Anyways, moving on. Okay, so the Bedman change. When I saw it looked like so there's two things. So it either looked like the bed, or not the bed, the head from the bed, it went farther, or it fell a little faster. It was kind of hard to tell by the video. Again, we need to get our hands on it so we actually see the frames or not. But it looks like they definitely did do something, to the head explosion. And then I believe that maybe the Beyblade. So this move has less wall damage, like does less wall damage. Maybe, I believe so. I could be wrong, but it kind of looked like it. I guess again we need to get our hands on the actual patch, but just by me looking at it, I'll look at it again. Okay, yeah. So looking at it again, it definitely looked like the head fell farther and faster, or just faster. But yeah, they definitely did change something about it. About the other stuff, they obviously kept the clip going, so I'm gonna guess it was something to do with the Beyblade at the end that went in the install. Yeah, overall, it looks like some quality of life. Looks nothing. It doesn't look major, but I could be wrong. But looks good. Okay, this change. This change is really cursed. Like, really, really, really cursed. There we go. So, right now, and currently with A.B.A, so there's two things about this clip that I want to point out. So, the first one being that now this launches on counter hit. Which, as you see now, it doesn't. Which is huge. Huge. That means you're going to be exploding from getting counter hit by this for trying to mash. Yeah, no, looks huge. This also will, one of the things in the video that we saw. So, this isn't confirmed. Like, obviously nothing is confirmed. But one thing that we kind of pointed out is A.B.A maybe moved slower during the run. So she did the key install and then she ran. We're thinking maybe she's a little slower than before. Again, we could be wrong. This could be our eyes just playing tricks on us. But she definitely looked somewhat a little slower in the run. I could be wrong, but just a maybe. So if not just the run speed, then obviously she can now combo off Don's Eye on counter hit, which is huge. Yeah, so that's what A.B.A got. So the Nago change is pretty funny. I will not try to recreate the combo, but one thing I will say is it looked like when you did the super in the Blood Rage, it looked like it just drained the rest of your HP. So I'm gonna assume if you do that, you're gonna literally be left on one touch, which is kind of funny. He truly is the one-shot character. Yeah, nothing crazy. It looked funny, a little cringe, but yeah, I think that change will throw some people off. Definitely, instead of like getting sent off the wall and then guessing for your life, you're now just gonna die, which it's kind of funny. And then, yeah, I don't know. Well, I guess we'll have to see. But it's interesting. We'll have to see how much of the HP drain is. I wonder if it will actually just take all of his HP. I'm not gonna lie, so this Anji change is weird because it doesn't really okay, obviously them buffing fusion again is not ideal, but I don't understand the change itself. Like, maybe is that was that just less recovery? Was that a special cancel from fusion to fusion, right? I think it was a special. I don't know. It just looks, obviously, like the green around the fusion looked a little different, so it's obviously a different variation of fusion. But we'll have to see what it actually does. It doesn't look that good in the clip, but I'm sure there will be another use for it. And maybe a combo tool, because it looked like he did fusion to fusion. I believe he did like fusion to fusion at the end there. Combo. So maybe it's just like, I don't know. We'll have to see. I'm gonna guess it's a different variation though. Kind of like the soul Fafnir that we talked about at the start of the video. So. The Ino change looked interesting. So I'm kind of okay. So I'm starting to pick up the pattern. It seems like this patch is adding some different variations to moves, which is kind of cool. But basically, as it is now, so Ino, you do this, you're stuck in place, right? But it looks like now, especially when you do it in the air, it looks like now you can drift. So basically, drift as in like you're moving one way and falling. So it looks like you can do it and kind of move in a direction. So kind of from your dash, like it carries the momentum. So like, you know, it obviously can't do it now, but it looks interesting. The drift looks interesting. And then the other change that Ino got in that video was the note. So it looks like now you can fake the note or like do like, which is kind of cool. Fake the note. Maybe the note is more plus as well on block. It looked a little more plus, but I could be wrong. But fake out with the note and a better projectile to use, because I mean, obviously just doing this straight up while not carrying your momentum is kind of sucky. So it's cool that she got that. I'm interested to see how good it will be. Hopefully it's not too good, but yeah, it looks cool. I like the ideas. It looks like they just adjusted Millia's. I think you're able to do an action faster out of the air dash, maybe, which is kind of interesting. I'm not sure how good this will be, but it looks interesting. Yeah, I don't know. It looked really. It's just a quality of life. It didn't look like anything crazy, but again, I could be wrong. It didn't look like anything crazy though. Yeah, because yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. The Bridget change. I won't lie. The Bridget change looks weird because I don't believe that the change is actually. It doesn't look crazy. It doesn't look crazy. It kind of just seems like just another quality of life. I don't know. I don't know. I can't really talk too much about it. I guess maybe during like just to get around 6Ps better, but it doesn't. Besides that, it doesn't. I mean, you spent meter for it as well. Like it wasn't like it just led into itself. So we'll have to see how good it looks. Maybe I'm missing something, but it just looked fine for what it was. The next change though is insane. Let me just show the clip. Yeah, this looks crazy. Okay, so let me explain why it looks so good. So one is the raw gazelle step. So obviously, so you wouldn't. Let me put this here. So now you would be able to do, or not even. Sorry, ignore the. I'm just talking about the gazelle step raw. You would be able to do it. It looks a little faster, but I think that's just my eyes playing a trick on me. I think it's the same speed, but the fact that you can do it raw is cool because now off counter hit like 6H, for example, mid screen, you go straight in. You can go straight into. Yeah, see, you can't get that unless it's like right. So mid screen, maybe you can get this, for example, right? Like an actual close slash off your combo, which is a close slash, would be nice. It also just Sin is already good at taking you to the corner and breaking the wall. So for example, like. So this is already a thing, right? Oh, I don't know why I dropped that, but you get the point. He's already good at breaking the wall if it hits when he has meter. But this helps a lot. So, okay, as it stands now, so you do this, and that's one bar, right? And you do this. And you get Oki, but you just spent 2 of your bars. Now, you're actually getting, like, comboed. Like, flow slash, like, oh my gosh, this is... If you don't have the meter to do super, like, immediately after the big driver, then you can build it when you get the close slash and the 2H, right? Like better meter build, like this is insane. The reward now is insane. Before it was like, you know, a lot of times you kind of just run up and pray like they'd be scared of you. Now the fact that you just get a combo is, again, this is, wow. I like random whiff punish in the wall break truly can happen anywhere on the screen, which is just pretty funny. Like, even in situations like this, like again, I know he can already break the wall, but like off hits like this, like he can't break the wall, right? If it's like this, you know, obviously he can break the wall. But you know, the fact that like situations like into you know whatever is crazy, because Tyrant Barrel will not wall break from mid screen. Yeah, no. So, yeah, no, that's nice, because now the combo would look like, you know, you'd land this, and then when you pick up, the combo would look like this. So you'd get like into like super or something like that. Just looks really nice. Yeah, no, I'm really excited to get my hands on the patch. This is just a, you know, small little hint of what we're getting. Obviously, there's gonna be more changes and whatnot. Super excited to see. The Zato changes look interesting. We need to see if the unblockable rumors are actually true. But yeah, let me know in the comment section your thoughts, what you thought for your character, what you're expecting for the patch, whatnot. Or I know we already did that video, but yeah, just let me know what you guys think of just overall the whole video and about Dizzy. I want to hear everyone's thoughts about Dizzy. I think she looks really interesting. Definitely a unique character as she's labeled as one. So thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys. There might be another video coming out before the patch, but if I don't do another one before the patch, then I will see you guys after the patch. I'm so excited. I have a bunch of content laid out. So yeah, thank you, and let me know your thoughts. Bye.